Are those Skechers? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am introducing my new series. It is going to be something with a beat, so I will be doing my makeup while talking on several different topics, and today I am going to be talking about bad breakups and a beat. I thought about, how I am already turning 26 years old this year, and I feel like I can actually kind of talk about the situations and the experiences that I've been in with my dating history, and some of the things that I learned from some situations where I would never want to be in again. So I hope that nobody takes any offense out of this. This is just my personal experience. If you guys are interested in more of these, please put your suggestions in my comment section below. We can all be a huge family on this channel. We can talk about everything and anything. I'm here to support all of you. Today's video is going to be quite personal. I hope that you enjoy this little mini series and the content that I'm putting out. Yeah, thank you for everybody who has been liking my videos, commenting, subscribing, and also kind of sharing it on their social media platforms, reaching out to me, especially telling me how they watch my videos and how much they can relate to the content that I've made or anything that I've experienced. I feel like that is very touching, and it's something that I really want to inculcate in my videos to reach a wider audience and to touch everyone's lives and hearts with things that I've experienced, and to kind of help you guys with it as well. So let's get into the makeup. I don't know what it is. Am I like nervous to tell you guys little story times? Anyways, I have this matcha and kelapa drink right here. It's from the Hijab. So it's the new cafe from Jane Chak. It is so good, and I'm so happy that it's in the radius of how far they can send their drinks to. So I really wanted today to be a very chill day, and as you guys know, we are currently on quarantine in Malaysia. It's MCO 2.0, so it kind of feels like deja vu, I would say, of 2020. So today I decided that I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys about my bad dating experiences. I have been loving Korean skincare, so this is what I've been using every single night. This is the April Skin Real Keratin Blemish Clear Serum, and it's in this really cute orange bottle. I'm gonna put it at the back of my hand and apply it on my face. Basically, these days I feel like I don't even get into the dating scene very often. It's because I haven't really gone out for a really long time as well. I'm not very interested in online dating. I mean, obviously I've tried it out, it's fine, but I don't see the spark. You can't really have the human connection when you're using a dating site. And after Corona hit, I was kind of just stuck at home, and there isn't a sense of fulfillment when I use any dating websites. I used to use Coffee and Bagels when I was in Australia, and then there was Bumble in Malaysia, but it just didn't feel right in a way. I feel like I get bored with talking to people online after a while, and also if someone is not really of substance, what's the point? And also if you don't really have the chemistry, it's really difficult. That's why I would rather meet somebody organically rather than online. But if it happens, I am not against it or anything like that. So today I actually wanted to try out the new makeup that I got from BLP. So BLP is an Indonesian makeup brand, and it is by Lizzy Para. Okay, so I thought about some stories, and I'm just going to randomly throw out some experiences. I don't think I can remember a lot of it, but I will be just telling you guys what I do remember. Anyways, I'm wetting my beauty blender, and I'm going to be trying this foundation. It is a semi-matte foundation. I got mine in warm beige. I'm going to put all the makeup products that I use in this video in my description box, so if you guys are curious and want to know what I used, all of it will be there. Okay, so the earliest memory that I have of kind of dating, sometimes it's not about dating anymore, it's kind of just about boys. I think I was 19 at that time, and a new cafe was open in KL. It was the Coffee Club. I'll never forget that. So the Coffee Club is an Australian franchise, a coffee cafe franchise, and quite surprisingly, I never even gone to the cafe while I was in Australia. There was this very cute manager at the time who was serving and kind of helping out the cafe when it first opened. I was like, he's cute, he had blue eyes, he was blonde, he was tall, and he was way older than I was, maybe 10 years older than I was. Oh my god, if you guys saw me at the time, I looked not cute. All right, I had massive yellow hair. I was kind of on the chubby side, but obviously that is not a huge problem. But I just didn't feel myself, and I didn't even think I was that cute, or did I? I don't know.
Child. Anyway, so
yeah, so anyways, he was actually helping out the workers, you know, to kind of like see how they manage the place. So he was going to be there for like a short amount of time, and my mom being my mom, she actually kind of like, I guess she was not opposed to the idea of me dating him. And I don't know what happened, but he gave us his card, like his business card. I don't know who texted who first, but we sorted it. He asked for my age, and I told him how old I was, and then he thought I was cute. I thought it was really quick, and I thought like, was that really cute though? But thank you. We were kind of texting back and forth, and that's when I realized he was like 29 at the time, so he was like 9 to 10 years older than I was, which I felt like was kind of creepy already, but I didn't really mind because he was kind of cute, and I still remember his name till today. So we were kind of like texting, and I was really innocent at the time. Even though I was 19, I felt like I didn't really know much about men or guys generally. So we were kind of like talking, and he was telling me how he stayed at this one place, which is somewhere in Subang. The thing is, the only time that I actually saw this guy was at the cafe, and I never saw him outside of the cafe. Like, I never wanted to meet him outside, and I don't really meet any strangers anyway. I was like a really good child. He asked me to meet him at this one restaurant because he said he was staying at the apartments, and I thought like, this is going really quick. But then I also realized that he said he was only going to be here for a short amount of time. So I was like, wait, is this going to be like a booty call kind of thing? Like, is this going to be my first encounter with somebody who wants to have something casual? Like, it was a very scary moment for me. Obviously, I did not meet him at this restaurant, but I did remember that on the day where we were supposed to meet, or when he, you know, kind of decided when we should meet, he sent me like a shirtless photo of himself, like lying down on the bed, and he was like, waiting for you, something like that. And I thought that was so creepy. Like, I remember I was in the car, and I was so scared when I got that message. When I saw that picture, I was really afraid. I was like, what's gonna go down? I don't know. And I think after that, we just never spoke to each other anymore. So it kind of ended right there. And then, I mean, he was cute and all, but he was old, and I guess like he just wanted one thing, since he was gonna leave anyway, and I am not up for that. All right, that was the first story, and that happened a really long time ago. I would say like 7 years now. So what inspired me to make this video was actually this one girl. I will insert her clip of what she was trying to say in her video. Her experience on like dating K-pop idols in the past was really triggering to me. When I saw it, I was like, shoot, that is something that I have went through myself as well. It's not a really nice feeling at all. Like, it's terrible, it hurts, and it is so sad. So this is where it kind of gets personal, I would say. So basically, she was kind of like telling the story. I don't know if I should insert the clip in this. Maybe I will. But I'm just gonna retell the story for you guys if I can't insert the clip or anything like that. You know, I'm lazy. So she was saying how she went out with this very famous K-pop idol who was really handsome, and she didn't want to name names, obviously. Or was he a model? Something along that lines. And at the time, she was older and he was younger. The red flags that she saw in this guy was that every single time that they would go out, she would have to pay for all of his meals. And she thought maybe, you know, since he is a budding star or a model or a K-pop idol, he doesn't really have a lot of money, and she kind of gets him in that sense. And so being the Nuna, she had to pay for all his meals. And so this one time when she was sitting down kind of having a meal with him, he said to her like, oh my god, you know when you eat, you kind of look like a chipmunk. A chipmunk. And I feel like that line made me want to cry, because I feel like I've been in such a similar situation that it hurts me to this day, but I'm laughing about it because I'm not gonna let those words affect me anymore. The fact that there's so many assholes out there who would actually say this to somebody is just so mean. Like, if you do not like somebody, why do you have to say something like that? So this is where my story comes in. But first, let me do my brows. That was this one guy, and we were serious, you know, like we were actually seriously going out. And it's not like just like dating somebody to like get to know them, but we already established something between us. This is one of the few relationships that I've had where I didn't really know the person before I jumped into anything, especially something serious. He was telling me, like, there was this one time where I thought it was really sweet. We were just talking to each other and, you know, kind of like getting to know each other a little bit more better. And then he told me, he was like, why does your lower lip protrude? Does it, guys? Does it protrude? When I closed my mouth. And I was like, bitch, what? Like, does it really though? I don't know. And I was so offended by it. I was like, maybe because my lips are thick? I don't know, bitch. And every single time he would bring it up. He would bring up the fact that my lower lip was protruding. At first I was like, maybe he's confused. Maybe he doesn't know that he shouldn't be saying these kind of things. Because I realized that if you really love somebody, you would not point out their flaw, and especially not very like early in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? When you love someone, their flaws are naturally very beautiful. If I am with somebody and they have some sort of flaw, I don't think I'll ever point it out because I love that person so much. It doesn't matter if they, you know, have protruding lips or whatever. Very offended by what he said. And the fact that I was, you know, kind of alone in this situation, I couldn't even ask somebody whether or not my lips were protruding. Like, what kind of a question was that anyway? And I thought that was going to end there. But then one day we went out together and we went to have a little karaoke sesh, I would say. While I was going to go back home, he mentioned how I had a big forehead. I had a big forehead. Now this is one of my very big like insecurities, the fact that I have a big forehead. It's pretty big. I mean, I feel like this was kind of like the red flag of the relationship itself. You know, somebody who loves you wouldn't really point it out so many times. Maybe once would be fine, but a lot of times I don't think so. And then I realized, like, oh man, what am I getting myself into? Like, does this person really love me, or does he just want companionship and think this is love, or this could be a relationship? That was one of the stories that really hurt me, and it affected me a lot. But at the same time, I feel like I've grown so much from these experiences, and it really helped me, you know, kind of like know what I want in a person and what love really is, because somebody who loves you will not say these things to you, and it's a total red flag, especially from the start. So if you girls have anybody who says these things to you, whether you look like a chipmunk, whether your lips protruding, or whether your forehead is big, when somebody loves you, they're gonna love everything about you. These little things about your physical features will not be a problem to someone who really cares about you. And yeah, let's move on to the next story. So yeah, the only time where I actually do go out with guys that I meet online is when I was overseas, and they normally, you know, it's just kind of getting to know the person a little bit more. So friendship first, y'all. And if that doesn't happen, you know, there's some red flags. So this one happened when I was overseas, I will tell you that. And he was a really cute guy. I'm not gonna lie about that. He seemed really nice at the start. He seemed quite, you know, established. He knows what he wanted in the future, but there were kind of like red flags about him as well that I kind of overlooked because he looked cute in my eyes. He had his own income-ish, and he was working towards something, so I thought, you know, why not just go on with this. We met several times and we got closer as time went by, in my opinion. Also, this is BLP's powder, and this one is in the shade Beige. I really like their products. Like, it's making me look so flawless. Okay, yeah, so he was going to be training to be someone because, you know, he wanted to stay wherever this place was, and he was really nice at the start. We used to go out, we used to have like drinks, and I thought like, oh my gosh, am I finally gonna have like a very adult relationship finally? And he's cute. He was tall, he was brunette, and he was pretty nice at the start. We had a lot of things in common, we had things to talk about, and he seemed very family oriented as well. I mean, I didn't really see any red flags at the beginning, but then it kind of comes out, you know, it always kind of comes out. So let's talk about the red flags. So as we kind of went out with each other a little bit more, there was this one time where we went for brunch with each other, and we do only follow each other on Instagram. That's the only social media platform that we kind of talk to each other quite regularly. And we were having our brunch, and he suddenly tells me that I post too much on my social media. He was like, why do you post so many stories? You remind me of my mom. My mom posts a lot of stories, and I feel like that is really annoying. And the fact that we weren't even in a relationship, for him to bring this up was very triggering and also very annoying. Like, why do you even care about the things that I post on my Instagram? What's that to you? And every single time when I think about this particular matter, a lot of guys are very triggered by the fact that girls do not really like when a guy follows too many girl like influencers or models, or even, you know, like stuff. And maybe that's just me, and I know that there are some people who are okay with, you know, their boyfriends doing that and following, you know, it's just up to the individual. But for me, I'm just not cool with it. It's because I feel like guy would sexualize girls more. I don't really follow guys to sexualize on them. It's just admiration, you know. It just kind of depends. If they seem like they are admiring and not really sexualizing somebody, and they don't give up that vibe, it's fine, I guess. But the fact that he said this to me made me so angry, and I was like, we are not even in a relationship for you to tell me all of that. And also, what does my social media postings actually affect a relationship? Like, why does it matter so much? After that happened, our relationship kind of like died down. It felt like, where is this gonna go? I didn't feel like anything that I've done on like social media is something wrong and or offending other people in any way. I was actually going to leave this place to study abroad somewhere, and that was the last time that I met him. So the last time that we met at a bar. So he kind of got the picture that I didn't really want to go out with him anymore, but I thought, you know, one last hurrah, it's fine. So we went out, and he was like, I'll buy you drinks, and I was like, okay, sure. And we sat down at this one bar, which was really nice, and we just started talking to each other. So at the start, again, it was kind of normal, and he was being really nice. He brings up the social media thing again. I never even talked about it, and at that time I remembered I came back from like a bar class or a yoga class, I don't know. I was out doing a workout, and I just walked to this place to get drinks. Then he offended me again. He pointed out my shoes this time. He was like, are those Skechers? And the fact that he didn't just say, are those Skechers, but he was like, are you poor? I didn't think that having Skechers could mean that you are poor. Like, what is going on with this man's head? We never spoke to each other anymore after that. And you know what's the funny thing about this man, this boy? After I kind of like ghosted him and didn't like want to talk to him anymore, he was like, oh, I've been seeing your social media and I saw that you were going to leave, blah blah blah, and I'm sorry for what went down between us, blah 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 blah. And I was like, stop it. Like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Just leave me alone. And we just never talked to each other anymore. And that was like in 2019. So kind of recent-ish. And you know what, we do not follow each other on any social media platforms whatsoever, but he has the audacity to come back every once in a while when he feels like it, and he likes my pictures out of the blue. He just comes back and likes my pictures. I don't even know why. And when I went abroad, he texted me on my line. He said, hello, bye bitch. No, I don't know why guys would say this to anyone. Why would anyone say this to anyone? Like, don't say this to anyone. Like, be nice, guys, like, and girls. So let's carry on with more makeup. So now we're going in with eyeshadow. I'm using this palette from BBIA. This one is in Fruit Combo number 3. Now, this one was also when I was in a serious relationship, and I feel like this is more of a serious matter rather than like a funny story. I'm using the Feely Willy brush number 552 to do my eyeshadow. So when I was younger, and I think I was like 18 at this time, I was young and dumb. I had a boyfriend at the time. We went to the same college together, and we had a lot of our ups and a lot of our downs, and the downs were more than its ups, I guess. You know, being in like a teenage love situation, there are gonna be a lot of problems, and we just didn't know, I guess, how to deal with a lot of situations. But I think one of the things that girls shouldn't have to deal with is somebody who is abusive, and that was something that I went through at that age. I was in college and I almost got hit by this person. He was so mad at me this one time. I remember I was out in the foyer of this place and he wanted to hit me, but instead of hitting me, he hit the wall. And I feel like that wound was kind of like carried on with me till I was older. I feel like it was something really difficult for me to forget. Anyways, girlies, if you're ever in this situation, or boys as well, if you're ever mentally or physically abused, the best thing to do while you can is to leave the relationship. And sometimes you love a person so much that things do not make sense, and leaving somebody would also not make sense. So I hope that you guys would have the courage to pull through and leave when you can, and not be like me. We kind of, you know, get into really stupid situations, especially when we're younger. We have, you know, nothing to lose. We're young, we're not gonna listen to anybody. So yeah, that was me. Even when, you know, people are like, you leave him, and I was like, no, I love him, I will not leave him. You know, sometimes somebody is just not meant for you. Maybe they're meant for somebody else, and you are destined to be with somebody else as well. So little advice from me. So yeah, you know what, I'm done with the stories. I feel like I don't want to expose anybody anymore. I feel like 3 is good enough. If you guys like this video, we'll push it up to more stories the next time. And if you comment down below what else you want me to do, and I give this video to like 50 likes. Come on guys, 50, just 50. It will mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna finish up my whole face and come back. Okay, I've done my blush, and now I'm gonna do some of my lipstick. I actually got so many lipsticks this time, and I feel like it's not gonna run out because I'm stuck in quarantine. Where the heck am I gonna wear these lipsticks to? Probably nowhere. But let's see what's cute. Okay, so I've been obsessed with these lipsticks. This one is just a Balm Rouge from Canmake, and the color is so nice. So this is what I'm gonna be applying on my lips, and this one is in the shade 15. I'm not sure what it's called, but if you guys want to know, comment down below. It's so cute, and it's really nice. I feel like it doesn't really come out anyway, even if you're wearing a mask and stuff. So this is my finished look for today, because I'm not going out anyway. I'm just gonna be staying at home. And if you guys didn't notice, I did curl my lashes as well. I didn't put on mascara though. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to comment down below anything else that you want me to do in the future. I hope you guys have a great day, and say bye to fuckboys. Bye.
Water, okay. Water, what? Water, drip, water, splash, water.